A very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Ashing Sani Veera Singha. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Country's economy to contract 3.9% in 2020, Central Bank predicts. 135 million rupees worth urban forest park in Colombo visited with the public. News in detail. Central Bank announces that it expects the country's economy to record an annual contraction of around 3.9% along with the developments in the fourth quarter. Moreover, delivering the roadmap monetary and financial sector policies for 2021 and beyond, today morning, Central Bank Governor Professor W.D. Lakshman added that the Central Bank will continue the prevailing accommodative monetary policy stance in 2021 to ensure the recovery of economic activity.
The outbreak of the second wave of COVID-19, however, disturbed the momentum of economic recovery to some extent during the final quarter of the year. The marginal decline in the first and the relatively large decline in the second quarter of 2020 were followed by a marginally positive growth in the third quarter. With observed developments in the fourth quarter, we expect the economy to record an annual contraction of around 3.9%. The central bank is at the weave that continued support through monetary and fiscal interventions is essential to provide adequate impetus to the economy amidst the challenging domestic and global macroeconomic conditions. Therefore, the central bank will continue the prevailing accommodative monetary policy stance in 2021 to ensure the envisaged recovery of economic activity.
Speaking further, Central Bank Governor Professor W.D. Lakshman noted that the Central Bank expects credit to the private sector to expand by around 14% in this year and at least by 12 to 12.5% annually over the medium term.
Low lending rates and adequate levels of liquidity in the market would help channel funds to the private sector in the form of low-cost loans. The central bank expects credit to the private sector to expand by around 14% in 2021 and at least by around 12 to 12.5% annually over the medium term, thereby supporting the envisaged growth of the economy. For the sustainability of the low interest rate structure, it is essential that foreign exchange leakages for non-essential imports and outward investment are minimized, thereby allowing the domestic production economy to reap the intended benefits from easy monetary conditions.
135 million rupees worth urban forest park in front of Golface Green, set up with the purpose of transforming Colombo, the most attractive metropolis of the world, is vested with the public. This project was launched in Baladaksha Mawata in Golface area under the guidance of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. By this project, the general public can spend their recreation while appreciating the greenery in the urban landscape. The project is constructed in a 2-acre land under 3 stages and has been implemented at a cost of 135 million rupees. The construction work of this project was started on 15th of June last year. Designing and landscaping are done by the Urban Development Authority and the project contractor is the Sri Lanka Land Development Department. Stay tuned for more news after this short break. Welcome back after the break. The Central Bank today announced that it has started discussions with international payment service providers such as PayPal to allow payment receipt facilities for Sri Lankan residents and that it expects positive outcomes soon.
The central bank is working expeditiously towards establishing a state-of-the-art electronic trading platform, ETP, and a central counterparty clearinghouse, CCP, for government securities and domestic foreign exchange transactions, along with the required regulatory framework. Concurrent with the modernization of the existing real-time gross settlement system, RTGS, and the central depository system, CDS, for government securities. the central bank is actively seeking possibilities to develop and promote other forms of payment mechanisms to attract capital flows and to enable e-commerce, thus facilitating cross-border trade. An implementation framework for open banking in Sri Lanka is being investigated. The central bank has already commenced discussions with international payment service providers, such as PayPal, to enable payment receipt facilities for Sri Lankan residents. And we expect positive outcomes in the near future.
Former Sri Lankan ambassador to Russia, Udayanga Weeratunga, today requested public assistance to revive the tourism economy. Releasing a video footage to all the media outlets, Weeratunga said that despite the criticism against him, he will take every possible effort to uplift the Sri Lanka's tourism sector. Former Sri Lankan ambassador to Russia, Udayanga Weeratunga, said 563 tourists were brought to Sri Lanka from SkyUp Airlines from Ukraine in 3 flights. He also said that the 4th flight was also scheduled this evening.
ඇත්තටම මොන චෝදනා ආවත් මම මේ අභියෝගය අරගෙන මේක කරේ අවුරුදු 9ක් මම සංචාරක ප්‍රවර්ධන කටයුතු ලංකාවේ වෙනුවෙන් මොස්කව් ශ්‍රී ලංකා තානාපති විදියට කරපු නිසා මම දන්නවා ඔවුන්ට අවශ්‍ය මොකක්ද කියලා. ඒ අවශ්‍ය දේ ලබා දෙන්නත් ඒ වගේම එම රටේ ප්‍රධාන ගුවන් යානාද ගුවන් සංචාරක ආයතනද මම පෞද්ගලිකව දන්න නිසා ඔවුන් මගේ වචනේ විශ්වාස කරලා මේ ගමන ආවා. අපේ යුතුයකමක් දැන් ඔවුන්ගේ විශ්වාසය ලංකාව ගැන තබපු එකට ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අපි අපේ පැත්තෙන් දියා යුතු ගොඩක් දේවල් දෙන්න තියෙනවා. මොන විවේචනාවක් අපිට සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරය රටට අවශ්‍යයි. රටට ආදායම ගෙනන එම ව්‍යාපාරය නතර කරොත් ඒකෙන් මිලියන් 2ක් ලක්ෂ 20ක් වගේ ප්‍රමාණයක් ඒකේ යැපෙනවා. මම ඉල්ලා සිටින්නේ මාව විවේචනය කරාට කමන්නේ මේ සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරය නැවත නගා සිටවන්න ඔබලා හැමෝගෙම දායකත්වයක් ඔබලා හැමෝගෙම උදව්වක් මට ලබා දෙන්න.
Samagi Jana Balawege parliamentarian Partly Champika Ranavaka alleges that government is in an unacceptable process of bringing tourists to Sri Lanka without attending the much-needed projects which should be attended soon. Parliamentarian Ranavaka made these allegations issuing a video footage to the media this morning.
පසුගිය දිනවල රාජපක්ෂ පවුලේ ඥාති පුත්‍රයෙක් වෙච්ච උදයංග වීරතුංග මහත්තයා යුක්‍රේනයෙන් සංචාරකයින් ගෙනාවා. මේ යුක්‍රේනය කියන රට හිතුවහම හැමෝටම හිතෙන්න පුළුවන් විශාල ධනවත් රටක් කියලා. නමුත් ඒක පුජ්‍යල ආදායමෙන් ලංකාවටත් වඩා අඩු ඒක පුජ්‍යල ආදායමක් තියෙන රටක්. ඇත්තටම ලංකාවේ ඒක පුජ්‍යල ආදායම අර PPP යගේ ගත්තොත් දැන්ට ඩොලර් 12000 ඉක්මවලා තිබෙනවා. යුක්‍රේන රටේ ඉන්නේ 9000 මට්ටමේ. ඒ නිසා අපිට පේනවා යුක්‍රේන රට අපට වඩා දුප්පත් රටක්. ඒ වගේම යුරෝපයෙන් කොන් වෙලා ගිය රටක්. බොහොම ප්‍රශ්න වලට පහුගිය කාලේ මුහුණ දීපු රටක්. මේ රටෙන් සංචාරකයෝ ගෙනල්ලා ලංකාවේ සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරය පණ ගන්නන්න හදනවා කියන්නේ ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම මහා විහිළුවක්.
We'll be back with stock updates after this short break. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 120.76 points to close at 6,894.98 and the S&P SL 20 gained 49.35 points to close at 2,687.45. The turnover was 4.9 million rupees and over 380 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. And that's all the news for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business at the usual time. Until then, take care. Good night.